I think we're good.
We're live.
Not yet.
Oh, it's gotta click over and
Yeah.
do all that fun stuff.
Oh, I didn't, music.
It's Apple Music right there. Nope.
No, you can't use Apple Music. Hang on.
Oh.
Let me see. Sorry about this, guys. 1 second. Copyright free.
I'm just letting you know I can't see the chat, so.
Background music. The chat's right here.
Yeah, I know, but like I see a microphone.
Okay. We're gonna play this for now and turn that down a little bit. Unmute that.
Not Cody.
Yo, what's up, Cody?
That's cool.
Turn this down a little more. I'm not trying to drown out this. Why is it so loud? Hopefully it's not too loud, the music.
See, that's crazy. It sounds loud in my headphones.
It sounds loud in the headphones, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, we'll just pause that for now and we'll get right into what we're doing. So, we actually wanted to get on here and talk to you guys and go over some of our old content and kind of like react to what we used to do. Kind of give like a little bit of context on, you know, why we started doing this and obviously get in touch with the community and everything. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely down to see some old videos of ours.
Yeah, so...
Of how we've come.
Yeah. So, I mean, this was one of the starts of one of our old video.
Those are 100% gunshots.
Well, why?
I don't know. Whoa. My body instantly got covered in chills.
I actually remember this.
Under. Welcome back to Expedition Urbex,
to the
guys.
T.
We are in front of...
Oh, hold on. Pause real quick. Did you hear? I said Expedition Urbex. So, fun fact, our channel actually used to be called Expedition Urbex. Way back in the day when we were going to originally be an abandoned exploration channel and a ghost hunting channel. Like, we were going to do both. But we figured that we had to actually, like, kind of pick one. And it was safer to do the ghost hunting route than it was the abandoned place route. Because we were noticing a lot of abandoned buildings around here were so old that they had asbestos in them and stuff like that. And it was just dangerous for us to go in there. I mean, we could have had respirators, but then it would have had problems with, like, capturing audio and stuff like that. But it was just too much.
That's crazy. That means that we're going to have a few of these videos on here because it took, I think it was like 3 or 4 videos before we decided that we're like, yeah, let's not go down this path. Let's actually...
No, 100%.
Let's go toward the
It was a
paranormal.
while. Man, this was so long ago.
This abandoned fort. There are stories of this fort being haunted. We're not here to see if it's haunted. We're just
We
here
need to go
explore.
back
Let's go
to
get
this
inside. Let's
fort.
go see what's
We
over
need to
here.
go back to this
Hopefully
fort.
Yeah. Look, underneath we go.
It was cold then.
It was freezing in this night.
Ocean.
And there was a moat.
Oh my. What was that?
I don't know if you remember, but we kept hearing like whistling.
I hope so.
But I don't
Oh,
know
I
if
just
it was
thought I
like
heard
the
footsteps in
wind.
the water.
Well, maybe you did. I don't think I ever heard that.
And
Right.
I
It's
think
right
this
in
is
front.
where the owl
Oh, this
was,
place is
too.
creepy looking.
Oh, it's a barn owl. We heard it at the top of the
Look at this.
Yeah.
or we
This
were
is
walking.
wild.
This
looking.
is the video with the owl, right?
Look at all the graffiti on the inside.
God, the
Oh, dude, my
camera
camera's doing
quality,
some.
man.
This is terrible. Whoa.
What
No,
was
it
that?
was the fox.
I think it's a dog.
It was a
That
fox.
sounds like a fox.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Is
an
that what a
owl.
fox sounds like?
Or a mountain lion or like a bobcat. Do you hear that?
It's the fact that you thought it was a mountain lion, though. Let's be real.
Is there something?
You said it's a mountain lion.
Hello?
Lions don't sound like that.
Yeah, it was, and it kept
I
screaming
wonder if
too.
one of
And
these
like we
doors
just
is gonna
eventually
open.
ignored it.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could get up there.
Yeah, I
But-
could hear it in the background.
Yeah,
would be so cool.
It was just constantly screaming the entire time we were there.
No, look, I think they're all barred off.
It's just crazy too, because at the time, like, as we were kind of going into it, I was so uncomfortable behind the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not as bad as I used to be, but like you could tell that you were just like the main focal point of all the videos because I was like, yeah, I'm here. Hey.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I couldn't believe it sometimes.
No, yeah, I mean it was very strange too because like I had just come. This is a little backstory on me. I had just come from a fishing channel, and switching to a paranormal investigation channel, that was a big switch.
For sure.
That was
for
a big
sure.
switch. But I'm having fun so far doing this, and I love the community and you guys commenting on all the videos and everything. It's awesome. So.
Look at this one's got like a fresh lock on it. Yeah.
Hey Daniel, how's it going?
What?
All I hear is an
Also, if you guys see me look over, the chat's like over here for me, and the video's like over here.
Oh my
What?
god, my hair was so long.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is where it gets sketchy.
Also, if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna pause the video real quick while I say this. If you guys have any questions about any of the videos that you're watching, or if you see something you have questions on, or you just have questions for us, feel free to ask.
Yeah. I don't think there's a way in here. We could always try going up top.
Yeah. How do we get past that?
I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out.
Excuse me.
No, yeah, I remember because we couldn't figure out a way to get in, and we were hoping we could get in from the top, but it was like really dangerous and sketchy to get on top of this.
Well, so fun fact, we actually went here once before, kind of like to scope out the place, and there was
Yeah.
a door open, but we actually got permission to go inside, and we heard a voice from like a little boy saying it was so cold, and we're like, oh, we gotta go back, we gotta go back, we gotta go back, and
Do we still have that video out? No.
no, we put it away,
No, yeah, we I think we unlisted it. I can't remember.
but no. So
Hey, your dad's in chat.
hey, what's up?
How's it going? Oh, actually, wait. How's it going? I'm new to this. But yeah. So yeah, we actually had gone to this fort before, back when our channel was called, what was the old name?
Oh, I don't even know. I think it was just
Ghost Uncharted.
yes,
It was Ghost
It was Ghost
Uncharted.
Uncharted because you
Yeah.
still have the Instagram account for it.
Yeah, it was Ghost Uncharted, and we had gone here once before, and yeah, we did. We caught an EVP of a little boy. It was very.
But we
freaky.
couldn't get in this time, sadly,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
made it kind of suck. But we did find out that we could find a different way in there for sure.
Yeah. It's crazy how like
So
how
right now
far
it
the
seems like
videos
there's
come.
no way in this place yet, but
It's
we're gonna
crazy
try
to
and see if we
see
can figure some way in. I think we're gonna
Then,
try and figure out how to get
now-
on
like,
top.
look at me.
Looks
I
like
don't
there's
even
like a
care about
railing
the
up
camera.
here,
I'm like,
but that's
just gonna go
super
over here.
sketchy. Let's go check down this way and see if there's a way in. Fuck, dude, we definitely got to get up there. Look at that.
Fun fact: there was not a way. in.
whoa.
That cough scared the crap out of me because we were just walking. I didn't even have to audio boost that, and it literally sounded like somebody coughed in my ear. Like that little like I don't even know what it was.
Definitely got to get up there. Look at that.
Like
whoa.
and it sounded like it came from over in this area. So when I looked and there was nothing there, yeah, it immediately sent chills up my spine. I will forever remember that.
I swear it just sounded like somebody from over here in the woods just was like, hey. Like, I'm not even joking.
Crazy how we think it would.
In the moment, it sounded like somebody was like,
My
"Hey,"
body
but it was really a
instantly got
guy.
covered in chills.
as like our like most
I
recent
froze.
Video.
It could have been you just coughing. Like,
It really
What are
could
you
have.
doing? Is that
it
a
sounded
spider?
like it came from my right.
Why?
I was so proud of that honeycomb.
This almost
Yeah.
looks
Just
freshly
ruined it.
boarded up. Like it used to be open here.
And this was also before we got all of our ghost
What
equipment
is
too.
that? Is that a Lego?
Wait,
It looks like somebody
This is
tried to paint like a
before we were
Lego.
even
What?
contemplating doing ghost
big
anything
bat
because
or a very low-
we tried to do the whole ghost thing and it failed miserably. I was like, this obviously just isn't it for us. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And when this started taking off, I was like, okay. And then we started going back and reverting back to like how we used to be. I was like, okay, then maybe abandoned places isn't for us. We just need to go and actually do the ghost investigations and do them correctly, not just putting them together like this.
Yeah. No, I mean it's cool. And then we had the one video pop off with like over 1,000.
49,000.
No, that was the planes, but we don't talk about that.
That's not a bird. Oh, dude, what about up here? All right, be careful. There could definitely
I
be somebody.
remember this. The crickets or spiders or whatever they
They're not,
were.
I don't think they were crickets or spiders. I think they're like mayflies. Like flies.
Hello?
No, I don't know.
I was so afraid there was gonna be a homeless
What
person
is
in here.
that all
And
over the
little did
wall?
you know.
Those are spiders.
No, they're not. They're like crickets. Look, there's
What the? What is? Oh my god.
Back up, back up, back up. They're all over. What is that?
I think it's a cricket.
Dude, there's
like a
hundreds of them in
fly.
here.
Yeah, they were like cricket spider
Oh my
hybrids.
goodness.
I don't know what they were.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Obviously, don't have a way in. So now what's the next plan?
Now the next plan is to try and see if we can figure out a way up. Maybe around there,
That walk was
around
so
the backside,
miserable.
next to the tall, creepy
And-
cornfield.
That's another thing. Like the fort is right in the middle of a huge cornfield, and it's just the corn is like 7 feet tall. And immediately after I made that "Children of the Corns" comment, I regretted it because I
You
was
didn't
like,
make it, I made
or
it.
you made it. Whoever, whichever one of us made it. Like I was like, why would we say that?
Come out the
Don't
freaking
say that.
hatchet.
Why would you say that?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
would you say that? There's like a perfect path back here.
What I found on Insta.
This fort, I think it was World War One, is when it was used to
This is
like,
back when I put
assist with
B-roll
the
in the
guarding
middle
of
of
like
the
the
videos.
coast. The coast is like right there. It was manned forever
This is-
ago,
this is
and it's
after the
allegedly
first
haunted,
couple of videos.
but we
Oh,
don't
we gotta-
really
we gotta
know for
change it
sure.
the-
Definitely a
the
really
story
cool
is
like
not
place to
giving.
come explore. The
Yeah.
sightseeing is so cool.
We were still trying to
Dude,
figure
this is a
ourselves out.
maze back here. What is like? Look, left or right. Pick your poison.
I say left is the way we shall go.
Left is
You
probably-
say it like that.
All right, here we go. Come on.
We out here for good.
Right.
It was cold.
Should lead right to the top
It was
of it, I think.
uncomfortable.
Oh God,
Kind of just,
it's a rock.
I don't know. Was just trying to
Hey,
make
be careful.
it seem funny.
Come on, you just gotta climb up. All
This
right, cool.
like
Look at
that incline, it does not look that steep, but that incline was extremely steep.
Now try
Like,
doing that with. Oh wait, you had one hand too.
the video doesn't do it justice.
We did it.
Me almost jumping.
Is it
into
an
my
open
ankle did it
hole?
justice.
Yeah,
Be careful, don't fall down that. Holy.
no pun intended.
Yeah, don't fall down that. That would not be fun.
I hate
Yeah,
how
keep
I
an
can
eye out
really
for
get
those,
it
'cause,
the entire time. I hate
You're
it.
gonna
Oh,
get hurt if you fall down that.
Yeah. That EVP.
That was crazy.
Let's talk about that EVP for a second, because we couldn't figure out what it said. I think that's why I put
And nose.
Un-
But it says
Yeah,
something
intelligent.
without.
yeah, I put some kind of voice because I didn't know what it actually said. It says something without me. We couldn't figure out if it was like go on without me or run without me. I sat there probably like 10, 20 times just going back and going back and going back trying to figure out what this said. And the weird thing is, we didn't hear it in person while we were there.
No, because we would have reacted to it.
Yeah, we would have reacted to it, and that EVP was just so creepy because when I was editing the videos, when I heard it, and it made my hair stand up like immediately.
Really?
Yeah, because it was so loud. Like there's no audio boost on
See,
there.
the thing is, though, that makes it funny, right? Is when you're sitting here editing these videos, and where we don't hear it as like investigators say, we don't hear it in that time as right then, and you're coming back and editing it, you're just casually just like, yep, happened this part, ooh, cool. And then you all of a sudden hear something like this, and you're like,
Yeah, like when did that
Replay.
happen? When did we hear a voice that said "run without me"? Like it was very creepy.
for sure, for
All
sure.
Okay, yeah, see, this is cool. See, now, how do we go down? Watch your step, because if you fall, I'm telling you, it's not going to be fun.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been.
I can definitely get down here. Oh, where can I go after
This probably wasn't the greatest decision of mine to go across this little
No.
catwalk right here.
Yo,
but-
that
The
is
thing
super
is,
sketchy
though,
to get
is that we
across.
found the
What if you just stood on the metal beams?
was way
Think I can
safer
reach?
than
Look how
this
far
one.
apart they are.
But it made for a good video. Give me straight.
Those are definitely gunshots. Those are 100% gunshots.
I think there's a
Well,
shooting
why?
range.
I don't know.
But we were there at like,
I'll tell you if it's
It
possible.
was like 11 or it was 11 o'clock at night, or 12 o'clock at night.
Dude, that is
So why there would be a shooting range going
My
off?
thing is if we get
no,
over
it just-
here
this is
and
the thing,
something
though, it
tries to
just doesn't make
chase us,
sense. Like,
It was very weird.
okay,
this was
we're
fun.
getting somewhere.
This was amusing to watch. This took him probably about
Alright, I
20
gotta
minutes
cross.
to do.
It wasn't 20, it was like 5.
Are you gonna be all right up there for a second?
Alright.
Look, there's a big hole over here too. You know what I bet this was? Look at these giant bolts right here. All in a big circle like this. This was where a gun was mounted here, for
This-
sure.
this
like
fort
one of
was
those
so
massive
cool.
artillery guns were mounted right
I
there.
just wish they
I think
didn't
this
have
went
it sealed off
inside
so much.
I
and
know.
it's boarded up.
Like,
It was the gunshots again.
that
No.
was crazy. We didn't hear the gunshots like whatsoever at the beginning of this video.
Yeah,
Y'all see anything
and I think the last time we went here when we were
No way
Ghost
inside from up
Uncharted,
there
we
or
were able
from
to
in
get
here.
inside.
I don't think.
Right.
Just blocked off cement and
Oh yeah, because there was.
I definitely just heard something down there. Yeah, there's no way I'm walking across that either.
What was that? Was that you? I think that was you.
Yeah, we chalked
Yeah.
it up to me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Look at you.
Because you asked me when you were editing
Sick.
this, you were like, what was that? And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure I was asking you something.
We chalked it up to it was you.
This is
asking
another
a
spot where
question.
another gun was mounted.
There's a storage room right here.
Oh, cool. It still has like shelves and stuff. That's neat.
That was crazy.
Yeah, no, I remember hearing those knocking sounds because I froze up because it sounded like somebody was like hitting the other side of the fort with like a big hammer. Like-
I mean, we walked over there. I thought maybe it was like the metal, like, what's it called? Like the metal plate thing that we walked across.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, maybe somebody's like hitting that because that would remotely be enough to be louder than anything else on that fort. And to hear this and not know where, because we walked over there and there was nothing over there that would have even remotely made that sound.
yeah,
So.
yeah. It was really weird because it doesn't sound that loud in the video, but in real life, it was very, very loud. All right, let's keep it.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, it sounded like somebody was banging on like the opposite end of the fort. Is that what you heard? I think we're good. Come on. I mean, either way, we have to go back this way anyway.
I mean, we
What if
didn't
somebody was
have
like
to. The
banging on
fort's
one
on
of
a
those? Like, what if there
huge
is
hill.
something inside of here?
No,
and it was
we
like
did.
banging on this metal. Like people
We had to go back that way because that was the way we came up.
come up here and do
This
chalk.
is the best part.
What a pretty drawing! It's an elephant.
No, it's a turkey.
Oh, it is a turkey.
It's a gobbler.
The gobbler.
You
Oh,
were
look.
so confident with
There's, like,
it, too.
tracks.
You
Something
can't even
slid
get mad at me
across
for
these.
saying the gobbler because you looked at me and said,
down
"Oh,
your
what a
foot?
cute
Did you
elephant."
step on it hard enough? Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah.
absolutely. That would definitely
The
ruin your
size of
day.
these bolts, though.
We're definitely not going to be able to go down this way. We're going to have to go all the way back. Just slide as far down as you can and then just
Yep,
jump.
this is
Just
where I almost
jump a
died.
little further. There's
Yeah.
a small rock down here at the bottom.
And I said small rock. It's a big. It's
Good?
like a boulder.
All right, you made it. Come on.
And those
So much
bushes were
color.
thorny. And just,
Say
I was
goodbye
having a grand time.
to the
That's
abandoned
fun.
fort.
That sucks we couldn't get inside.
I know.
I was so mad.
What was that? What was that? What was
We heard a
Let's-
growling sound.
Yeah,
outside,
let's talk about
didn't
that
we?
for a second. No, it wasn't because it sounded like something moved in the bush, if I remember correctly, because it was the forest that we got growled at. That was wild.
Oh, yeah, no.
But
I get this so confused. sometimes.
yeah, no, I distinctly remember we were walking back and we heard like a loud. It was probably an animal, but it was like, and it was in the
Yeah.
bushes.
It could have been that fox.
It could have been the fox, but it definitely made me jump, and I was like, we're getting out of here.
Come on, go under.
We had to duck under that real fast. I do remember that.
Oh my gosh, my car!
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't even
Subaru.
have that car
my God,
anymore,
we made
guys.
Yeah, it's a Subaru.
That's crazy.
That was what a difference in videos we have. What's another one of our old? What kind of comment? Let me see.
A Crybaby Bridge was probably our next.
Yeah,
oldest
the next
one.
oldest when we
But
found.
this-
Gotta restart.
We gotta
it.
put that back.
It's the Ouija board.
You want me to put it back?
Why did the light turn off?
It's a light for me.
Why did the light just
Yeah.
turn off?
What the?
That was probably the scariest part, was sitting in the car, and which I've had that happen twice now, where my light just dies. I don't get that, but
Yeah.
we were sitting in the car and you're having a casual conversation and my battery was 100%. There was nothing wrong with the battery. It just turns off. I was like, all right, maybe it's just standby, right? Maybe it's just a fluke. And it did it again. I was like, all right.
And that's one thing. Like I've had people actually ask me like, do you guys charge your batteries before you go to these places?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, it gets messed with so much. And yes, we do. We charge them all the time. And
We have what, 8 batteries total? And this last
altogether,
one,
yeah, 8 or 9.
This last one we used all the batteries for each camera.
Yep. So, and normally each battery lasts about 2 hours, and we don't have to keep swapping batteries. But for some reason, this last place we went over the weekend, yeah, it was draining battery life very fast.
I can't believe we're doing this. We're going to Crybaby Bridge. Supposedly
And we need to go back here.
We do. We do need to go back here.
We need to go back here.
over the bridge. It died.
We need to actually do a ghost investigation here, like Maggie. But
Yeah.
The urban legend is that she walked
'Cause-
along the riverbank. You can hear the
Baby crying. Switch back.
And
I forgot to switch
you
gears.
hear her like moaning or like
My bad, guys.
screaming out for her baby. And we're going to this bridge.
it's so
Right.
crazy to me how the entrance is so different.
Side here, I guess, right?
And we don't even talk like this anymore.
No.
I looked I looked back in the side view mirror, and like the exhaust smoke was coming up, and I just immediately my heart just
like a big
dropped. I
plume of
thought
white
somebody was
smoke.
standing behind the car. You ready?
I remember doing that, and I still
Yeah,
have
look at all the
camera
graffiti
problems
out here.
doing
Oh
it.
my goodness. Huh?
It's a sunshine.
There's a little sunshine.
Yeah.
What was that?
Stupid graffiti, man.
Did you hear that?
I think it's the water.
No, but it was like a bloop. It sounded like somebody threw
Yeah.
something in the river.
It did. It sounded like somebody threw like a battery or something. It was like, it was a very weird sound.
Battery.
No.
This was also back. Again, we were teetering the thoughts of like abandoned exploration and
At this
ghost
point, it was
hunting.
urban explore or
Urban exploration.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
urban.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. And so like we were kind of mixing it, and we wanted to have like an even 50-50 of both. The exploration part of it. So we would go to a location, show you around, like, oh, cool, look at all the graffiti, look underneath the bridge, do this, that, and then do a little bit of ghost stuff in between. Because we still hadn't decided whether we wanted to do urbex or ghost hunting.
Oh, it's. I think she just jumped. I guess that wouldn't kill you, huh?
I don't think so. It's not that high. Oh, the water is like super high actually.
Oh, what is that? There's something in the water down there. Oh, it's big.
We've never
What if it's
figured
like a
out what that
car?
was.
I think it was a couch.
Yeah, it could have been a couch.
There's.
I wasn't gonna go in the water and find out, so.
This is when you heard
You
the
heard that,
geese.
right?
I'm pretty sure.
What did you hear?
I heard
The
a moan.
gooses, the
Like a,
geeses.
No, that was a
you hear
moan.
that?
Well, I
kid you
heard
not,
that, and then I thought I heard a
moan
footstep over this way,
because
like in these
I
woods
didn't
over
hear
here.
the
I'm pretty sure I
footsteps,
just heard
but
like
did
the
hear
leaves
the
rustling.
moan, and it was
Oh, not
so
the
faint, but it sounded
Oh,
like
it's the
somebody
outline
was,
of a
like, sighing.
person.
There was so much graffiti on this
I
bridge.
don't know.
It was
His
crazy.
leg's like bent backwards. Like
And
this
what's
leg is
crazy that it was
bent forward, and
this.
one leg is like bent backwards.
Oh, it's a geese.
There's the geese.
You got so scared for a second.
Geese isn't even a
Yeah, I
word.
definitely hear the goose. Geese? Is it goose? Gooses? Geese?
Geeses.
Geeses?
I didn't expect
Why
you
does
to
it look
repeat
like
that.
somebody's
I was just being
I'm guessing that they like
dum-dum.
repaint this
And you
every
repeated
time.
it, I was like,
they'll come
oh.
out and they'll repaint it, and then people
like,
are just
maybe
like,
he
nah,
thinks
we're
it's
just gonna
like
graffiti
this.
some more.
Yeah, it
I
blows
think
my
it
mind
looks
how much
cool.
graffiti is on this bridge.
You want to go underneath?
Yeah.
He's wearing his all green
God.
shirt.
We are psychos for this.
I got that shirt at Bob Evans.
What was that? I don't know what that was.
This is when we started hearing the actual crying sound.
The sobbing
The
sound.
sobbing sound. I don't know if you've ever played Left 4 Dead and you know like what a witch is and how like soft her sobbing is. That's what we were hearing in the distance, and it was very creepy. I think there's a.
What the hell was that?
I don't know if
Did
you
you
can
hear
hear it. That.
Yeah.
There's a
There's
point in this
thunder
video where
off
you can
in the
hear it
If
if you have headphones
There's
on.
nobody like under this bridge and stuff. Hello?
This part still gets me every time. Look at that corner. There's no
Yeah.
carcass
Actually, no.
there.
I do want to point this out. This is huge because in this spot right here, there's no deer carcass, and I
Or,
want
I don't even think it was a deer.
or
It was too
deer
small.
animal or whatever animal it was. There's no carcass here. There's no bones. There's no meat. No nothing. And we'll just play the video. Just remember
under
that.
this bridge. Look, there's even more graffiti down here. What is that noise?
This was I heard it there.
I didn't hear it.
I heard the.
I didn't hear it.
It's down the river.
Do you hear it? I'm getting like covered in chills right now. What the heck? I mean, if something comes running at us, then we're screwed.
I'll take my chances with the river.
Right there. I could hear it right there. And like it's just like a soft little like it was
Yeah.
you heard it.
What
And
is that noise?
It sounds
Yeah.
like a soft talking.
I
Like
react to
somebody softly
it.
talking.
It sounds like somebody
it literally
sounds like-
sounded like somebody was crying in this river down here.
crying. I'm not even kidding you. It sounds like crying. Like it sounds like sobbing.
It's like a.
Yes.
You called it
I
out.
called
Perfect.
it. I literally called the exact
No
same tone
way.
too.
What?
This
I don't want to touch it.
I'll never forget this.
Look. Look at it.
No, it's not.
Yep.
Oh my.
Yep.
I don't even know if I want to touch that. Dude, it looks so faded. Look at it.
Never even touched it.
How long has this been out here? Oh my god, look at the back of it.
That thing was so beat up that like it had to have been out there for maybe months, and it was covered in leaves actually, so it could have been out there for longer.
It was warped. It was covered in leaves.
Faded,
It
yeah.
was faded. I mean,
So it was out there before the winter because the leaves fell on top of it, obviously, which
It's
is
been
crazy
out
that no
there
one
for
saw
Should I
it.
leave it?
before
What should we
that.
do? What was that?
That was
Come on, let's go
burning
back
again.
up.
what? Where did that come
Where-
from?
Yeah, okay. So again, this, we're going to point this out. Magical animal carcass that just supposedly appeared right after I touched the Ouija board. Right after we picked the Ouija board up. That was very strange.
Mind you,
for us
he
to see.
kneeled in front of that area, like kneeled right where that carcass was,
Yeah.
and you didn't see it.
Yeah.
An animal carcass?
I got tons of thorns
You
from
said
that.
nope.
What was that?
Well, the thing is, though, is
Why did you
I
pick
don't
it
know
up?
why I took that this.
I don't know. It was just
still
in
to
my
this
hand
day.
and you took off.
I think I was picking thorns out of my jacket.
What is that?
Let's talk about the squeaking for a second because it actually I freaked myself out more than I probably should have.
He thought it was out here like Saw.
I thought it was like, if you guys have ever seen Saw, when he comes out in his little tricycle and it like makes that squeaking noise, I was like, he's coming for us through the woods. Because like it sounds like just a little squeak, like,
What is
and it's
that?
rhythmic. Like, one,
It could have been a bird.
I don't know what, it sounded like metal. Yeah, so I was like, someone's coming at us through these woods. I was like, we need to get out of here. And this is when the lights all started.
Did you hear that getting closer?
Yes.
Did we take the
We took the Ouija board. It's it.
We gotta put that back.
Did you grab it when we ran, or did I?
Yeah, because it's littering. I didn't want to litter.
It's a haunted Never mind.
Look, if
You
it's
wanna
one
put
less
that-
haunted object out in the
And-
world and it's less littering,
Why did the light just turn off?
it's fine.
You brought it back to the car and the lights started dying.
Okay, that's weird. Anyways, why did we take the Ouija board?
Why did we take the Ouija board? I'm gonna
Yeah,
drive
so
up,
clever,
I'll
yes.
get out, and we're gonna put it back.
We're just gonna put it back in the same spot.
We're just gonna put it back.
Why?
Why does the light keep turning
Yeah.
on? Alright.
I gotta turn on the light.
It was
again.
like,
Bro, the light's
after
at
another,
100%,
Hang
and
on.
now it's dead.
It's not dead.
It's dead. It is completely
Yep.
dead. I can't even. It's 100% dead.
You just said it was at 100%.
Yes, and then now it's dead.
That's not possible.
Yep.
Here.
No.
we definitely need to go back here with all of our equipment.
Agreed.
I feel like we could possibly get some good responses now that we actually have some legitimate equipment.
Not just
Take
going
it
out
off the
there with
camera.
that.
I want. It turned off again.
Look,
I was so like
Look, it won't
worried.
even turn on.
Oh my god.
We gotta get the Ouija board back. The
that is
light
crazy.
just
I didn't even put
died.
2 and 2 together.
It's just dead.
I was like, oh my
It won't
gosh,
even
the
turn on.
flashlight's died. I was like, I didn't even think about the Ouija board being in the
All right,
floorboard.
where do I put it?
Yeah, and I literally just drive by this Ouija board and put it back.
We're out of here.
I literally just
Can we just talk about what just happened?
Mail
I really
delivery.
Hope the crying and sobbing.
That's pretty much the end of that one.
That was funny.
No,
That was a funny video. Definitely warranted as a return, but
yeah, I think so. Which one has some like good stuff that we can talk about? Oh, should we do
the haunted Airbnb was pretty good. The terrifying demon bridge
Should we
was
do the
so
demon bridge?
funny.
Yeah, no, we need to talk about some stuff on the demon bridge video.
Did you?
You guys want to play the Ouija board? Ouija board.
This-
There's a kid named Jack
The
in there.
freaky girls. We'll talk about that in a second. That was the best EVP response we've ever gotten in this box ever.
This is the most haunted bridge in Maryland.
I didn't know what to do. I just got as low as I could. I'm shaking now, bro. I'm not even cold no more. I'm just terrified.
Cody, bro. Cody.
All right,
The
so
bridge.
It says there's been
This-
many chilling.
Hang on.
This is probably
This
our
was
favorite
probably
video.
the best video. Like the most fun I've had making a video since we started this channel. Like low key. Like this was
Honestly, though,
Reports of
honestly,
apparitions throughout
nothing-
years,
nothing
several
against
which
Cody,
haunt witnesses
but
for a lifetime.
This video
Yeah, I
will
was just
probably
running
still
into
make
that.
me laugh 20 years from now.
yeah, like we're gonna look back at this and it's just
No
gonna,
offense to you.
good. No. It's any one of us that was under that bridge would have done the same.
Oh
thing.
no, I would have
Like,
started crying.
Yeah.
Like,
So there's a legend of
You
a
handled it
red-eyed
really well.
demon
All right, dude.
that lives on the bridge.
not
But like,
start with that.
no, it is. It's part of the thing. In order to keep away those who
Cody,
deem
it's not that
unwanted-
bad.
You
It's
think
not
you're
that
gonna be
bad.
deemed unwanted?
it could have been way worse.
She is.
I hope not.
Look at this.
What did you say?
Oh my god, there's a whole.
Because it said
Whoa.
it deems you unwanted, and Cody's like, I hope not. I was like, she is.
Oh, yeah, it's valid.
Are you guys investigating?
Yeah.
I
You guys want to
still.
play the Ouija board? We have a Ouija board.
Ouija board girls.
No.
Oh,
Water and everything. We just got done our first session.
How long
We don't
did it
really mess
take us
with
to
Ouija
stop
boards.
talking
We
about
just
this
got
video?
done. We have holy water and
like
everything.
a week,
we
2
need.
weeks.
We do everything but Ouija boards.
There's a kid named Jack in there,
A kid?
a 6-year-old.
I
she
wanna
didn't
know.
care.
There's like a 46-year-old and a
Did you notice? She came up. She's like, we have a Ouija board. It's safe. We have holy water, everything. And I'm like, nah, we don't mess with Ouija boards. And she just completely ignores me and goes, there's a kid named Jack in there. Like, all right, but you're just gonna breeze over the fact.
No.
that, like,
It's what comes after that.
We're getting there.
We didn't breeze over.
We're getting there.
kid named Jack.
Been
We
on
found
the
a dead
bridge.
deer with like no head.
Yeah.
I had to pick
What
up the
is
spines
this?
and then-
Who are your
All right, well,
parents?
I appreciate the invitation.
I swear
you.
they look like 16.
Wait, so
And I
she
was like,
just said that
where,
they did a
where are your
Ouija board
parents?
session
what,
here.
What are you doing out
she
here
say she
playing
picked
with
up a
this?
deer spine?
Yeah, the deer carcass.
Locking
dude.
eyes with me. I touched the spine.
Well, I mean, we can stop and do some stuff here. We can set the REM pod right here.
I touched the
Why?
spine.
Why'd they have to do that shit?
I know, right?
Facts.
No, I just didn't like how they were
awaken the
staring me
spirit.
down. Motherfucker, like, back up.
That's crazy,
Honestly,
a
Cody,
lot of
it
people
really
always
was.
say they play a Ouija board, right? They always end up communicating with like a kid, but it never ends up being a kid.
Like an actual kid, yeah.
It's always a demon.
It was called this
It-
too.
It is funny that I said that because if you notice in our most recent video,
They portrayed it as a kid.
we contacted a kid. It was a child
It was a
spirit.
little girl.
Yeah, it was a little girl spirit.
But
And-
it was a bad spirit.
But yeah, further on through the night, the more we talked to the little girl, the worse it got.
I
think it
wonder
got-
what would happen if we stayed there till 3.
I don't know, but eventually we started getting words like "I'm here to possess you," darkness, evil. I think we got Lucifer, but I didn't put it in the
Well,
video.
we got the devil.
Yeah, the devil. I didn't put it in the video, just because it was so left field. It was just like devil, and I was like, all right.
Is there any ghosts here with us? Any spirits that want to come play with this REM pod? We heard that you told them your name on the Ouija board. The last people that were here.
Did we even
Come
do an
touch this
intro
REM
for
pod
this?
right here.
I think we did.
Make it make noise.
You know?
Yeah, we did. We're being
pretty
pretty
active
active
with
with
a
a
Ouija
Ouija
board,
board.
we're
Not pretty active with a REM pod.
I want to get on top of this wall.
You can do this.
See, you know, personal opinion,
I don't know why I did that.
there was another side that was very short.
Yeah.
But
That's a hangout
But-
spot, man.
This was
Yeah,
also a
until
video
something
that
come up from
somebody
behind you and push
commented
you
that we were
I don't
very
think they'd push you
immature
off. I think they'd yank you.
because we were having a good time.
which is crazy to me
The wall's much
because
lower.
one,
On this other side,
I
it probably would have been way easier to get up
watched
from the other side. I'm
so
not kidding. It's
many
like
other ghost
7 feet
paranormal
here.
people that
It's
are
like 3
way
over
worse
here.
than we were.
I'm not even joking.
And
Way worse.
Dog, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that?
That Cody, you scared. If you're still in here, you scared the crap out of me like that because I was so focused on what Ithaca was doing, and all I heard was like leaves crunching behind me. Yeah, it scared the ever living crap out of me.
What did you kick? Oh my! Oh god, Cody just scared the
And then-
ever living crap out of me.
And then this, dude, that had me dying when I was editing.
I thought it
Right
was
here?
so funny
see how,
because I was
like,
sitting
close I
there
can
and
get
like
to you
out of
without
my
knowing.
peripherals I was like watching over
hit the
here,
spirit box?
and I was
do
making
some spirit
sure
box
like
up
I was
here.
watching when Cody was.
Are there any
walking
spirits
back
in here with
there.
us?
And all of a sudden, I just see Cody's head stick through the window. He's like, I'm like,
You were,
what?
yeah, I agree. It is all about having a good time, but I kid you not. Look at this. There's a comment down here. Where is it? Boom. Mystical Mystery 80. Just way too immature for anyone taking you serious, especially paranormal hunting. We are just out having a good time and sharing our experiences.
I mean, in all honesty, if we kept the video with my dad in it, like towards the end where we were just possum hunting at that place, I mean,
yeah, I mean,
we
obviously,
were really genuinely having a good time trying to find possums sticking in the tree.
that lady can.
What was that? It was like real deep. It was like. Can you say that again?
Was this with our spirit
Can you
box,
touch
or
this
was it
REM
with
pod?
the-
you
I
have out
don't
here?
know.
I think it was with ours. I don't know. You know,
That is crazy.
Did you? It was so loud.
I've never heard anything come so clear through the
Yeah,
spirit box.
Cody, you heard it, and you were like 20 feet away on the other side of the wall, and you clearly knew exactly what the spirit box said. You came in, and you were like, "Did that just say 'and now what?" Like, that's how loud it was.
Right, no need to get angry.
Why the British accent? What is? Never mind.
I think you just do it when you're like when you don't know what to do.
I'm nervous.
How like your dad
He
yells
was like
at you.
upset that I was up there.
Yeah, that's that 46-year-old. That's what that was.
All right, this is your last chance to put off the REM pod. All you got to do is touch it or get near it. Touch anything on it.
The Rock. The Rock. I forgot
know.
about that.
See, okay. In
What was
all
that?
honesty,
Is there somebody- see-
so I didn't react at this point because I was like, maybe Cody's like trying to play a trick on us, or like you threw a rock, just be like, oh, I scared you guys, you know. And we came back home, and I was like, did you throw a rock? Like, are you being like for real? Like, did you throw a rock? And he's sitting there going, no, I didn't throw the rock. Like, I genuinely, that's why I was so scared. So like, you're sitting here staring at me, and I'm like, whatever. Like,
I
this
thought
is just
it-
them messing around with me.
I thought it was the 16-year-old girls, like the other girls that were there. That
I
were
think
like,
I'm pretty sure that's what Cody thought too. Because
Yeah.
he was out there looking at him. He's like, where they at?
Yeah, no, honestly, and like I had to check the other side to make sure there was nobody else. I'm pretty
If there's
sure.
somebody outside.
Yeah, exactly. See if there's somebody, because it sounded like somebody threw it like over the wall.
See, it's
nobody
the
over
thing
here.
though.
But we
like,
didn't find it.
You have to go check.
I
wanna
personally
make sure there's
thought
nobody
you
out here,
like
'cause, like,
grabbed
what-
a rock and like
'cause really,
threw
like,
it,
what was
and I was
that?
like, oh, he's just playing a trick on me. And then
Why
when
would I
you
do
were
that?
react, because I didn't know. And when you're sitting here and you're reacting,
There's nobody
like
out here
this,
either.
I was like, oh, like this is actually like genuine. Like, oh,
Oh, bridge. Here we go.
There's a car coming. Quick, up here.
this is the best part.
I was on edge the whole time. I genuinely thought someone was going to come around the corner. Yeah, I did too.
It's the fact that
said
Cody
her phone.
dropped his phone, and instead of him being like, pick it up, he's like, leave it,
Yeah, he's
get
like,
over.
leave it. Who cares?
This is the bridge.
My phone's not worth your life, which I appreciate, but
No. So for real, like what I said about the red-eyed demon, 100%
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Do you see these trusses?
Yeah.
They used to hang people from those.
Yeah, I remember I didn't tell you
There are
guys
stories
before
of
we got to
people
the bridge
turning
about
down on the
that.
bridge.
I hate
turning
doing
off.
that, you
Just
know?
turning off.
Yeah, I kept it a secret.
And the car will stop, and then they look in their rearview mirror, and there's just
Which
people hanging.
we
There's
did do that.
the story
We did
of a little
do
girl
the whole,
apparition.
like stop and wait.
Yeah.
That we didn't have anything happen.
No, we didn't.
Sadly.
Nothing happened when we stopped and did that and looked in the rearview mirror.
I
That's
don't
why
think my
obviously I
heart
didn't include
could
it in the video.
handle having something like that happen, though.
But
so.
the video does not do justice on how loud this bridge really is when a car goes over
Ridiculously
it.
Loud.
Like, even when we're underneath filming and the car goes over it, it is so loud.
That holds a basket, and she like skips across the bridge. There's also the story of an apparition of a man. He'll come out sometimes, and he has a severely burned face.
Okay.
So if you see any of those,
Run.
run.
Yeah.
That would just
Run.
confirm the stories. Yeah, so there's 4 different stories of all 4
I mean,
different
there was
hauntings
some
here.
weirder
This is the most haunted
guy
bridge
that drove over
in
the
Maryland.
bridge, and
I
he
say we
waited
just set
till
up the
you
REM
guys
pod,
were
like,
on
right
the other
here.
side of the bridge to
I'll just
talk
hold on to
me. I was
this.
like,
I want to take the EMF meter and I want to walk down there
creepy.
just by myself. If there's any spirits on this bridge, I'm walking up here through here alone.
I was so scared doing this. I was so
I
scared.
can imagine why.
Made it to the other side. No EMF spike.
Wait, did you hear anything?
Coming back
when you
through.
were doing that?
No, I didn't hear anything. The only
No,
thing, I got
Keys
that
is
sharp pain
terrifying.
on my leg. That was it.
Oh my god, it felt like somebody just touched my leg.
Yeah, right there.
Yo.
It sounded like someone was kicking leaves.
Yeah.
Like walking and like
I think the running water at this place plays tricks on your ears.
So that's the thing, though. The things that you and Cody were hearing, I was not hearing. Like the whole like leaves moving, I wasn't hearing it. I was like sitting there, I was like, and like I'd hear something shuffle, but I just chalked it up to be the wind. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, it's just the wind. You know,
Yeah.
it's not somebody taking a step. And Cody's sitting there, no, it's a footstep. And you were like, oh, it's a footstep. Oh, there was like 2 of them. And I'm like, I don't hear these.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, there was like noises that we were hearing in the background, but I really do think a lot of them was like the water running. Because like running water, I don't know if you know this, will make your brain like create, it's the white noise. Like you will hallucinate noise. If you have a fish tank, I think I told, anytime a car would go over, I swear I would hear someone walking in the woods. Yeah.
see, that's the thing, though. I never heard that.
Yeah, and it could be a mixture of it. But if you have like a fish tank downstairs or in another room in your house, it'll actually slowly start to sound like people talking. It's the weirdest thing ever. Like it's just a low trickle of the water.
Really? Mm-hmm. I think I remember that. Okay. Yeah.
walking into leaves like yeah over there.
As I was walking through, as I was just coming back, It felt like something like stabbed my leg, like it pricked my leg.
It really did.
It literally felt like my leg got pricked. I want to go down there.
Worst decision ever.
No, not at all.
It's the way down.
Yeah. You want to go?
I'll lead the way.
All right.
Oh, shit. Thank you, Cody. I'm so new to this. This is, yeah.
What were they talking about at Deer Parkers? I haven't seen nothing.
Oh, best part. Best part.
Patrick's right
I
there.
see Patrick.
We heard there was a red-eyed demon that lives under this bridge.
Best part, dude.
Are you under
The
here
thing
right
is, though,
now?
you can see my face. I hear the car, and I'm like, wait.
Are you setting up the REM pod?
See right there. That was the car.
I put the REM pod up over here.
And then
Okay.
I look at Cody.
Oh my god, bro!
That will never not be funny.
Oh my god!
I was laughing so hard.
I thought it was over.
Because all I saw was Cody
Feel my
drop.
heart, bro.
I'm
I
so
have a
Cody.
heart
Look,
attack.
look, man. I am so happy that I was not
I
underneath
thought I
the
was about to
bridge with you
die.
right there, because I would have.
didn't know
I
what to
probably
do.
would
I
have
just got
broke my
blown
leg
like
on a
that.
rock. I don't know how you stayed so level and like how you moved so much. He said I laughed so hard. Sorry, Cody. Honestly, like it is so funny, but it's like it is impressive how stable you stayed with how low you got and how like much you looked around.
You were
and
ready
you
to kill.
You didn't fall. I was honestly impressed. I was like, that is because
But the
I
thing-
would have ate shit.
The thing that's crazy is I'm sitting here listening and I'm like, oh, like this is the prime time that a car would go over, and I like stop and I'm like, wait, is that a car? And I like look. I was like, oh, so I'm like bracing myself, but I thought everybody else understood when I did that, and no one else. And all of a sudden, I just see Cody just whop. I was like,
I've never
oh
been so
no.
scared. Oh, I'm just happy I didn't scream like a girl, dude. You know your genuine fear scream is really manly.
Shaking now, bro. I'm not
Sounds
even
good.
cold no more. I'm just terrified.
Let's go back up. This is not safe.
We didn't hear that in real life.
No, we did
That
not.
was only picked up by the camera, and I couldn't tell what it was saying. It was sounded like a different language. It was like da 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 da, but then like it almost sounded like he was saying "run" before something comes and gets you. I hang on.
It was a very full sentence.
Let me see.
Safe. Before
Yeah,
that car
it literally sounds like another language. Like I do not know what it's saying.
But the thing is, though, is if it was somebody there, right? The running water was loud, but no one was out there except for us.
Yeah, and
So
for the mic to pick up the voice that loud is pretty
it
crazy.
sounded like it was like
That-
right across the bridge.
Yeah.
Never again.
Oh,
It
that-
actually said something again while we were going back up, but I didn't include it in the video because it was really quiet and like
My hand.
nobody would have heard it.
Oh.
I sat there and I was listening. I was like, I think it's a car. And all of a sudden, I see Cody go.
So you just let him
Bro,
stay
you
under there? You knew.
I heard it, but it was by the time I heard it, I was like, "There's it's too late."
Cody Rose knew. She set you up.
No, I didn't.
Look, it's up. Now it's just doing it regular. Are you trying to pick the REM pod up?
See, before we knew this,
Oh, dude, it's not-
right? Because this was before or after the Airbnb.
This is after the Airbnb. This is once we knew that the
That
REM
was
pod
somebody
being
grabbing
grabbed makes that doo 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 like the constant
yeah,
red noise.
that's just.
As soon as I just tried to talk to him, the REM pod has stopped. I just want you guys to know, the only way for the REM pod to make that, like,
Yeah.
we sound with it being red like that is if something grabs it. It's still doing it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
reset
that
it.
noise.
Dude, I reset it and it's still going off.
Something literally has to grab it. I think the REM pod is right over there.
It
I'm
is.
serious.
You want to
Look,
grab it
I'm-
real quick?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. So like the REM pod, the way it works is it creates like a bubble, like an electromagnetic field. It's actually an instrument called a theremin is what it used to be. And you break that bubble and it plays noise. This is it right here. Fancy little device. And the only way, I don't think I can, how can I do this? Because like if I'm holding it, it's going to go off. So I don't know how I'm going to do this.
Just put it on the table.
You can't see it.
No, like the table. I mean, you can. You just turn it here. Hold on. I'll tilt it on the camera. Hang on.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll set it down like this.
It's still gonna go off.
I don't think it will. Oh yeah, it will. But this is with a REM pod. If you grab it, Even actually, I think the REM range has to be full for it to do it. Just like that. That is
crazy.
the only way it'll make that noise. And for it to do that, we've had 2 places that do that now. This was the second one right after the Airbnb. Yeah.
Which the Airbnb, we didn't know that until I grabbed it trying to do something, and then because it did it once right in the beginning, and then it did it at 3, and we're like, "What is it doing?" And I was like, "Oh, let me just grab it," and it did it, and you were like, "Oh my gosh!" Like,
Yeah, we kind of put 2 and 2 together.
So,
Yeah.
something's not letting go of it. Can you let go of the REM pod, please?
When the car goes by, and it's like
but then it stops.
it's
That's
almost like it
cool.
was standing.
It stopped.
And then like our apparition just poofed.
Yeah, it's almost like it was standing in the road, reaching over, grabbing it, and then when the car was coming, it was like, I gotta move.
As soon as the car went over and I asked it to let go. What is going on with the REM pod? Where's the EMF meter? I got it.
What was that?
What was that?
That was like a voice.
Did you hear it?
That was
I
like
did
a
hear
voice.
the voice. You couldn't hear it
Oh,
Temperature's
playing
dropping.
it back,
fine,
which kind of sucks. But
Which we also learned something about that.
I heard
With the
something
REM
again.
pod, you can turn off the temperature,
yeah, you can. Yeah, we figured that out.
which is nice.
Oh, there's something in the woods, dude. There's no way. There's no way.
telling you, I hear stuff down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can literally
grab-
hear
grab
it
the
in the
REM pod.
bushes.
Let's go.
And we were like, yeah, we need to go. Because couldn't tell if it was an animal.
I think. Do we just take this path back?
Yeah.
Okay, we made it back. That is by far
Yeah.
one of the most like.
That was actually a long hike. It was like,
It wasn't just a short like, oh, we're back.
it was like a half a mile from that bridge walking back to the car.
And it was dark. We didn't
Yeah.
have our flashlights. Oh, it was a rough
Alright.
walk.
We'll probably do, what, one more?
Yeah.
We've been streaming for a little under an hour, 46 minutes. We'll do one more video.
You gotta do the Admiral Felon. That's probably the
Admiral Fell.
or not the Admiral Fell. The Admiral Fell.
This
The
one?
Baltimore Hotel, the one where we heard all the footsteps.
Yeah, we only heard footsteps like once. The rest of the stuff was all kind of just like random stuff, I guess.
The Airbnb was
The
good.
Airbnb one was cool.
The Maggie Bridge, the person just made it better. I don't know. I mean, our most recent one's probably my favorite one. That we've
Yeah.
done. And that's just because like it was probably the most like active.
What
I
if
guess
what if we do the forest? Because it's 8 minutes, and by the time it's over, we'll be
an hour
close to an hour.
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
We know the story. We know you were killed out here.
This was so cold.
Are you still
this
out
night
here with
was
us?
so cold.
Yeah, this night was probably the coldest night it's ever been while we were paranormal investigating. I think it was like 20 degrees, and I actually had to put gloves on because my fingers were, I wasn't able to feel them. They were going numb.
Yeah, we actually had fun facts. So the reason why I wasn't in this video as much is because I had one hand that had the glove and I was holding the camera, and then the other hand was in my heated jacket pocket because I'm sitting there doing this trying to keep the camera steady. And we actually had the gloves swapped, so he had his and I had mine, and it was so cold. It was unbearably cold, but we still got the video, and I'm proud of it. So
Yeah, it was tough.
I'm pretty sure I just saw somebody walk. Like, they came out of the woods over here, walked straight across that path. Oh my god!
That was the growl, but
Yeah.
you don't hear it in the intro. I didn't include it yet.
and then you had the thing that scared me in the beginning, the kiosk tarp cover.
We actually almost debated not filming this night. Like, we got there, and it was so cold.
That's gotta be
we
a
were
massive owl.
do
This
we
was
just
an owl.
do we just recoup,
Turn
cut our
around, it's like,
losses,
don't go
and
in
go
there.
somewhere else? Like we
Guys,
couldn't
it is
decide.
so cold out here. It is.
But
my
we knew
fingers
that it had
feel
to
like-
get done,
Like, I
and-
can't even feel them.
I think it
That
was
definitely
supposed to
says
cool the
active
rest of the week. I was
shotgun
like,
hunting.
we're already here. I was like, might as well just knock
That-
it out.
What does the sign mean about active shotgun?
Welcome back to another video, guys. TJ Rose is behind the camera.
This state park isn't in the middle of nowhere. There's houses like all around it. So
I
for it
mean,
to
the
say
parking
active,
lot is right next to the house.
yeah, for it to say active shotgun hunting like that, that was crazy.
Hi.
And tonight we're in the haunted forest. This definitely isn't one of our brighter decisions.
I would definitely say not.
What's crazy though is that we started out with no gloves because we're like, oh, we'll be fine, we'll be straight.
cold.
And then to come to find out, I was like, I can't. I was like, I can't feel my fingers.
Yeah,
Stop. Like, for real though, I thought I heard someone walking over.
I don't remember what I heard there.
See, that's
But
the
anyway,
thing.
guys,
though.
so-
I don't think I have the ears
After
to
I was
hear
rudely
the stuff
interrupted
in
by the
the
tree.
woods.
The story
Because
of this
I
place
haven't-
goes,
I hear
back in the
the Beaver
70s, there was a lady.
I didn't
She had to
see
run away from her
this.
town.
So,
Well, her home? Town. Why would she run away from her town? She ran away from her home and used this forest as a hiding place. And she ended up running into somebody who kidnapped her and then murdered her. They
Yeah.
never found the guy, and supposedly her spirit still haunts these trails to this day.
And the
That's the geese.
dude, the geese. I remember I froze in fear when I heard the geese because like it didn't sound like geese at first. It was just like a loud. It almost sounded like a scream, and I was just like, and I froze. And then I heard the rest of it, and it was a geese, or goose. It was geese. We couldn't find out. I remember I was researching the crap out of this forest because there was like 2 different articles. One was saying that it was from the 1800s, and one was saying it was from the 1970s. And I was like, if this is 50 years ago, like this killer could still be out there.
100%.
You know, he could still be alive.
And we were just
Wait.
going back to,
Yeah. Did you hear that? Yeah. That was loud. Like there was that loud crack. I'm gonna replay it one more time. That you can hear is like it sounds like something's knocking a whole like one of these small trees down. Like listen. Did you hear that? That right? It's loud.
well, we heard that a few times
is
that
that?
night, I'm pretty sure.
I think
because
it's the
was sitting
trees.
there- Yeah.
Just like falling?
Yeah.
It
No, I
sounded
definitely
like a
just
tree
thought I heard a
fell.
growl. There's no way. Like, it could be that owl too.
Did you hear
Can
that
we
call?
can we just establish
I
something
didn't
though?
pick that up the first time.
Listen,
I didn't either. See, the thing
it's
is, though, is I
quiet.
don't wear
It's dead
headphones
quiet.
when I watch this. I really
it is
should.
so
I really should
It is
start wearing
quiet.
so quiet. Except for the random branches snapping off in the distance.
Which
The scary
was
thing
weird.
is that
It
not
wasn't
only do we have
windy.
to worry about this, ghost girl,
Was
at the
it?
same time there could be
I
any
thought it was
animal.
windy. I thought it was just cold.
Any
We
wild
gotta go
animal.
back with the new camera.
Yeah.
We have to go back
Well, as
when
they
it's not
parked up,
cold.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, because the new
Last
camera
year.
will pick up like everything around.
So guys,
It won't
not
just
only
pick me up.
do we want you watching, we want you listening too, because there could be things that you guys hear that we don't hear. And if you do hear or
Like the
see
cough.
anything that we
Like the
don't,
cough.
I want you to leave it down in the comment section below, just in
Comment
case
on
we
our own
miss
video.
something.
Did you hear that call?
Did you hear the crack?
So it doesn't
At,
quite
what
say
time?
when she was murdered. It just says that she came
See,
into
there
this
goes the gloves.
forest, walking this specific trail we're on.
At this
I mean,
point,
for
we were
all we
just
know,
so
though,
cold that
it could have just gotten
miserable.
eaten by an animal, no?
Maybe.
Or like, if an animal killed her, and
This
that
is
would
probably
explain why
my
they never
least
found the
favorite
killer.
video.
Because what if
Like,
it wasn't a killer?
Environment-wise.
That's kind of weird.
I don't like being in
Just
A
like-
random
like-
tree in the middle of nowhere.
It's just,
Right in the
it
center
like,
like that?
even like Catman's Grave.
Creepy
It
looking.
was,
Now, see,
it
this
was
is where it would be
eerie,
scary
but
if
like
you just
it
saw someone
wasn't
like running
as
on the other side of the
eerie
lake.
as this is.
What? I
And
was running. What if you
I
just
think
saw
it's
somebody
'cause
standing
the
on the
tunnel
other side of the
of
lake?
the
I
trees
know.
was just, it was a lot. It was a lot to.
Whoa. Did you hear that?
No, I just got a strange like
I can't
gust
remember
of warm air though.
what that was. It almost
It
sounded
sounded
like
like
somebody
an
was just
accident.
like that's it. It's what it sounded like. Like it was like the.
Whoa.
It's like a sneeze. It's like somebody sneezed off in the
bless
distance.
you.
Did you hear that?
I just didn't know what to make
I
of
just got a
it.
strange like gust of
I do
warm
remember
air
that. It was
The
so,
back
it
of my neck
was
is standing
like
up again.
cold, like ice cold, and all of a sudden I just got like this, like almost like a heater.
We know the
was
story.
blowing
We know
on me.
you were
Yeah,
killed out here.
I do remember
Are
that.
you still out here with us? Can you try and say something to us? Can you make a noise? Can you knock on something? Can you go like this?
They could not.
Nope. Then again,
It is so
we couldn't stay out here.
Eerie.
We were so cold.
I don't know her name either. Like, there's no name.
It's probably because the family kept it out of the records.
That they did.
I don't hear anything.
I hear silence.
That was.
That was a whole voice. I didn't hear that the first time.
It
I
was
didn't even
like
lie to you.
it literally sounded like the Friday the 13th. Like that's literally what it sounded like.
See, it sounded like a girl. Like replay it.
No, it sounds like the like the
Not
beginning
that-
to that. I'm telling you. Listen.
I don't hear anything.
I hear
I
silence.
guess yeah.
What was that?
Yeah. And we were in the middle of the
And
woods
what sounded
at a
like giggling.
lake. This place is called Lums Pond State Park, and it's a lake where a lady was murdered in like the 1970s, and we're starting to hear stuff that
What
sounds
if
like it's
this
from
is
Friday the
where
13th.
Crystal Lake was filmed?
No, but I actually do know where that is, and I want to go there.
Sounded like
We need to
someone
go to the Blair Witch Forest.
No,
where
it-
we need to go.
It sounded like it. Like, it was like, like
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's no.
Much slower than the heat.
He said
I wonder where this trail goes if we like just keep.
I was trying to make myself feel better.
Ooh, stop!
What?
That is when I saw the
pretty sure.
thing run across the road. I think it was
I'm pretty
animal.
sure I just saw somebody walk like.
See, that's the thing though.
They came out
I
of the woods
didn't
over
see
here,
it
walked
because I
straight
was
across that
blinded
path,
by
and
this
walked this
freaking
way.
bright light.
Yeah, I think it
I'm not
was an
sure.
animal, like a really big animal, but I don't know what
We
it
have
was.
to go out that way.
So what do we do? What do we do? We just keep going.
At this point,
We have to. Our car's that way.
This is when I didn't carry a gun with me at this point.
It
and
was literally just like
couldn't.
it went
It's a state
from
park.
here.
Yeah, it was a state
and it was
park,
just
so you
like-
can't carry a
But
firearm.
it was fast. Like it wasn't slow by any means. I don't know if it's just my sense of direction, but I feel lost.
Oh, we're not having a Blair Witch moment.
I feel like we're going. It does kind of feel like we're going in circles.
I don't like this trail. I don't like this at all.
Oh, what was that?
Dude,
That's
that
awesome.
sounded like the Pokemon, like the ching, like you know what I'm talking about?
no.
That was the weirdest sound I think I've ever heard in my life because it almost sounded like, I mean, I guess a better reference would be like if you took two swords and you hit them together, it was like shing.
See, that's what I heard. I heard almost like a metal,
Yeah.
contact.
I was like, what? Because especially when we heard it in real life, I didn't believe it. I was like, there's no way. And then when I found out the microphone picked it up, I was like, okay, that's weird.
No, like wow, it actually
Oh,
happened.
what was that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. The screech?
It almost sounded like metal.
Like your metal.
Like metal, right? Like it was like ring.
Yeah. What if they're sharpening their pitchforks?
Don't say that. And
Yeah,
just imagine,
angry mob.
like during the
What are you
day,
talking
people
about
just walk.
pitchforks?
They're just
the
like,
first
yeah,
thing I
da,
thought
da,
of.
da, da. They're just having
Watch out for
a
the
grand old
angry
time
mob.
hiking through the forest. The time
The
of day
angry
makes
mob
it
with their
just
torches
so much
and
creepier.
pitchforks coming out of the
Well, you gotta
woods.
imagine that little, what is it, little girl or is it an adult?
It was a younger girl.
Imagine her, right, coming
think she
into
was like
the
16.
woods. God heaven forbid, she probably didn't have a flashlight, and if she did, it was not the greatest. That's me.
No. I heard the metal sound again.
I didn't hear that. Could you imagine how scary that would have been for
I
her?
think this is where the
It would have
growl
been,
is.
no, it would have been terrifying. Oh,
Dude,
Yeah.
I have no idea what that was. It was such a low growl.
Did you hear it from behind us?
that was so. I can't even. It was like the lowest, like. Like, what even was that?
Your voice enactments.
Well, now all of our senses are heightened.
They were
Top
on
tier.
point. They were
Top
on
tier.
point.
Listening. That could have been like a big animal or something.
I think it was a bear.
Maybe.
And it was so
bear.
out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
In Delaware.
It
We have
just
black
sounded like
bears,
a
I'm
low
pretty sure.
growl.
It
Like
was
some,
dead.
It wasn't a bear. It was probably like
What even? What?
a mountain lion
A
or a
skinwalker?
bobcat. We don't say SWs. We don't do that.
Maybe I'm crazy.
We don't say the W's either.
Does it look like, put your flashlight
is
back
where I
here?
got
Why does it look like
absolutely
a structure back
terrified.
there?
You see that?
I should have
Imagine-
titled the video "Skinwalker Herd
Stop.
in Haunted State
It
Park."
could be just like a random person.
Hey,
Probably
yeah.
would have got a
Could be
million
the
views.
killer from the 70s. Like, what if he's still out? Oh God! Don't.
I got so scared.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
I
Why
heard
did
it
you jump so bad?
because it sounded like death. It sounded like death was at my door. It said, I was like,
It was literally like a pool cover
I
over
look
this
and
like
it sounded like
parking
a
meter,
pool cover.
and it slid across the ground. It was like, yeah, it made you jump. Then again, we just got growled at, so we were
Hey, at
both.
least
Jumping like that scared the shit out of me.
I thought
Well,
you were
what do
you
you
saw
expect
something,
when
and I
you
thought
hear
you were
some
running.
crazy
Like,
noise
I was
like
ready to
that?
book it.
That was funny.
it scared
Living
me.
lights out of me.
I was ready to book it.
I don't know if this place is actually haunted. I definitely think there's something weird going on.
I just can't tell if it's
Just-
animals or if
I
it
forget
is-
how
Yeah,
bundled
A,
up I was.
we
and
couldn't
I
tell if it was
still
animals, and
cold.
B, it would get
Yeah.
dead quiet. Like the wind,
Eerily
it's
quiet.
really windy out here right now. You can hear it through the trees, but it would.
That was the one weird thing about that place because it was super windy that night, and it would just like stop,
It was
and
quiet.
like the bugs would stop, everything would get dead quiet, like scarily quiet.
Yeah, no, it was definitely mind baffling. Just being out there, like I can't. I don't know if I'm ready to go out there again, just for like the simple fact that like I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. But
Probably not just the two of us. I think if we go, we need like
No.
a group of 3 or 4.
I can't
way.
say I felt safe. I can't say that it was.
At least if something does come out of us, all 4 of us can attack it.
If it's a bear, I ain't attacking a bear. I'm leaving. If it's a mountain lion, I am not attacking a mountain lion. Be like, come here, boy. Like, what? No. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, no, I mean, we are having a ton of fun doing these paranormal investigations, and we do them. Right now, we're doing 2 a weekend because we can only go once every 2 weeks. So we're doing two in a row, usually Friday and a Saturday night, and then we obviously edit them out and release them to keep them going once a week.
That way we get one weekend off, so we still kind of
Yeah.
keep our weekends.
Mm-hmm.
But we just, that one weekend's a grind fest, man. Because it's we wake up, drive to wherever we're going that night. We'll do our investigation that night, and then the next day we'll sleep. We'll wake up. If we're in a new town, we'll go experience the new town.
Yeah.
And then that night we're easily staying up till 10, 11, if not later. And I mean, this last place we stayed there till about 2 a.m. But we were getting some good evidence, so it was valid.
No, there actually is something that I want to talk about in real quick before we end the stream. I do want to talk about the new place that we went. So this supposedly this house, it's called Lock House 25, and you can rent it for $100. I think it's $110, and you can stay the whole night if you want. But there's no AC. There's no electricity. There's no heat. There's no Wi-Fi. Nothing. It is the house, the beds, some kitchen tables.
Literally, the beds are like wood.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
that's
very
all it
uncomfortable.
is. Like, it's like straw on a bed.
And so there should not be any EMF in this house.
Nope.
But yet we had the EMF meter go off all the way to red
Multiple
times. I think one time was right here during the initial walkthrough.
I don't know who was holding it, though.
Austin was. He was holding
Oh, yeah,
it.
it was right at the chair.
Yeah, it was right here. He walks up to it and it rips to 5. Hang on, let me switch back.
This is checkers? Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
This was went up to 5.
Initially it goes all the way to 5 and then it holds
There's
at
not supposed to
3,
be any electricity in this house. Zero.
What if you went back?
which is very
Somebody
strange.
sitting in this chair. I'm gonna move a little closer to the ceiling.
And then he goes back and there's nothing there.
Look, it's gone. It didn't happen again. What?
Now, like,
Now there's nothing.
all right, my spirit.
What?
Sorry to spook you.
Yeah, that right there was really weird for me because again, there's not supposed to be any electricity in this house.
That was weird for you.
Yeah.
We had the EMF reader go off upstairs while we were just sitting in the room.
Yeah, and while we were downstairs
And
too.
we were downstairs in that
Yeah.
one room, and it was constantly, I swear, I think it was hitting 5s, and it was like the dude was standing there, or girl.
Well,
We don't know what it was, but
and then, pardon my creepy face, and then
lovely.
we literally read about this place being haunted by a little girl. We get there, they have a book there. I explained it in the video. They have a book there that people can write down like their experiences, like if it was haunted, if it wasn't haunted, who they talked to, what ghosts they talked to. And I think 4 or 5 different people in the book said there was a little girl. A couple of them said there was like Civil War soldiers, old hag, but the little girl was consistent. And the first thing we turn our Spirit Talker on, and the first thing we get out of Spirit Talker was this.
I thought it was like you.
Oh!
That made every single hair on my body stand up immediately. Because,
The way that the night started I was already on edge.
yeah,
The door opened by itself, for crying out loud.
that, for me, really validates Spirit Talker. Like, I know a lot of people don't like it because it's an iPhone app, and, people are like, oh, it can just track your location, stuff like that. Well, we put our phones on airplane mode. There's no way the app knows what location we're at when we go do these. We don't want any interference, and for it to come out and just immediately say the little girl likes you, and this was right as we got there. I think we weren't there for more than 20 minutes. We were still setting up.
We were at base camp setting everything up. Like,
Yeah.
You can see you're sitting there setting everything up.
It was wild.
But this is also the same video where my camera was not. Like, you could see me holding a camera the entire video, and the video footage just was garbage the entire time.
Yeah, it got corrupted somehow, and that's why the whole thing was one shot from one angle from my camera, and then we got this too. This was kind of This was
Still your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. It's okay.
What, we're going to the game of checkers right
Am
now?
I dead?
Stop.
It's...
I didn't even realize that until just now. Listen to how it said it.
I know.
It was
Yeah.
so fast. It was so like
It was really like a question.
Like it was like, am I dead? Like, am I
Yeah.
really dead? Honestly, at that point, I got chills. I looked at Rachel, which is the girl in this picture, and I was like, I don't even know how to feel right now. I
Yeah.
didn't know what to do. I didn't even know what to say because I was like, do I break this person's heart? Like, do I?
and Rachel, she's an empath. Like she can feel other people's emotions. So I know she was feeling all kinds of stuff this night. Never got anything really on the REM pod. We did once in the basement.
Yep.
I'm trying to kind of skim through here to go over some of the important talking points. Austin's arm did get like touched. It was a little red. Let me see. The window. This was so funny. So we kept hearing this sound, and it sounded like somebody was bouncing a basketball. Like, you took a basketball and just dropped it, and it was like doop, 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 doop. Like that's what the sound was.
Yeah.
And we couldn't figure out for the life of us what the sound
Yeah, it was a ball.
You can hear it.
That is a ball, dude. What is that?
That noise.
What?
It is the window. There is, I don't know if you guys can see this little latch right here. There's probably a centimeter of space between that latch and this window. And every time the wind would blow, the window would bounce ever so slightly against that latch, and it would make that doop, 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 doop. And we eventually did figure it out.
It took a minute.
But for the time being, yeah,
Yeah, it's the
That's
one.
right here.
Oh my god.
we figured it out.
Looks like when wind hits it.
Next time we go there, we got to bring tape and just like painter's tape and
Like,
tape
tape
them
it
shut.
closed.
Yeah, tape it closed so it can't interfere. But yeah, no, once we figured that out, it kind of gave a little peace of mind because we thought it was somebody outside of the house, like bouncing a ball against the wall or something.
It didn't really give me peace of mind, I would say, because I wasn't worried about the outside because the door was locked. They weren't getting in the house.
It doesn't matter. The door was locked when we first
But-
went there and it opened on its own. So
But there's other things that happened that a window was the least of my concerns.
yeah, but we didn't know it was a window at first. I
Yeah.
literally genuinely thought it was somebody that was outside the house.
I thought some little girl was playing with a bouncy ball downstairs.
But that was good because like it kind of shows that we're not here to fake evidence. Like if we get stuff and we show it to you guys, it's genuinely something that we can't explain or something that obviously is of interest. But if it's something that we can debunk, then we'll show that to you as well. You know, kind
I
of.
mean, most videos you see, both of us will be like, if we hear a noise or something, we'll
Yeah.
try and like mimic it and be like, okay, this wasn't us. Like there was nothing we could have
Yeah.
done to do this.
Because obviously, we could have been like any other YouTuber and been like, dude, let's keep it in the video and like not tell him that it was the window. But there's no reason to do that. You don't need to fake any of the paranormal stuff. I mean, so much stuff did happen that was actually
Paranormal,
Really
like an
genuinely
EMF reader
paranormal,
going
yeah.
off in a non-electronic house.
What is this? Where's the one where the ghost calls you stupid?
It was right in that bedroom. I thought it said yeah at the time. I was like
No.
yeah, and to find out it actually just said stupid. So
Was it like right here? I think
yeah, it was in that room because it's right there.
it's right here.
Yeah.
Moan downstairs.
No.
It was like
It was right after
Like-
the moan, I think.
somewhere.
I saw that you made the EMF
Yeah.
reader light up. Can you do that again?
We're not here to be disrespectful.
Right here.
We're just here to communicate. We just want to talk to you. We just want to have a conversation.
It clearly says
Stupid.
stupid. Like it's two word like stupid. Like I couldn't figure out what it said at first, but then when I put my headphones on and I really listened, I was like, oh my god. And it sounded like an old lady saying stupid.
It sounds like an older woman going, like it.
Which
definitely-
validates the old hag.
Yeah, it does. It still bothers me. Who would sleep here?
Yeah.
Who in their right mind would sleep there?
But it was definitely something saying stupid.
What was that?
So I was like, all right, that's cool. You heard it in real time. You
yeah.
thought it said yeah in real time, but you
But the
you
thing is,
reacted
though,
to it.
is it was so like, it was so breathy that it was like a, and I was like, what the hell was that? Like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at Rachel because she didn't hear it. I was like, you didn't hear that? I was like, it was right next to you. I was like, what do you mean?
And this is where I think right here is where the box says I'm trying to possess
Beautiful pause.
you. Oh yeah, that's great. Look, I look like I just drank, 10 beers and I walked out of a bar.
Come sit down over here.
Yeah.
We'll move the EM.
Trying to possess you. I freaked. I was like, hold on a second.
that still wasn't the best response. This response that came from this when you were asking it to do it again, it's like, no.
Oh, it's right after. It's right after.
What did it say? Look at the ball.
Yeah. And the cat ball went off, and I thought you had hit like
No, I
the
was
wall,
sitting
but
on
you
the
were far
ground.
enough away that no, you didn't. And like the cat ball was just, it just went off.
But the thing is, though, is I didn't even touch the wall. Like, I was sitting on the ground because at this point, I'm just tired. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, if not 2 o'clock, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
So I sat down, and I was like, oh, okay, and made sure I sat down. I didn't touch anything, and all of a sudden it says, I'm trying to possess you, which, as on the camera, you could see me look at the cat ball as it lights up instantly. And
Yeah.
I'm like sitting there, and then all of a sudden it says I'm walking, and I scoot back, and as soon as after I scoot back, the cat ball went off again.
Yeah.
But it was
And-
after I stopped moving.
And it was really weird. Dang, I totally lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
It's all good.
I'm walking around.
I'm walking around.
That was crazy too. Dude, Rachel was so funny saying she was like, I don't
I'm
want to be
gonna
here.
go home.
I don't want to be here. I don't blame her.
That
Thank
wasn't
you.
the only time she said that though.
Here it
She
is.
went downstairs.
Here it
Are you
is.
walking on the stairs?
Oh yeah, and it does go off right before I put the EMF
Yep.
meter back down. Like I don't touch
That's
it.
crazy. You're not allowed to possess.
Right there.
It's doing it again. That was before I even set this up there.
Yeah.
Can you turn one of those
This-
cat balls on again, please?
No.
It was so fast.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had
no.
a spirit talker because, like I said, like we've been saying, we're trying to validate the spirit talker as we go through these, and this is probably the most it's validated like the entire time. Because like before, it would say like random things like beware. And
Devil.
the devil, and I'm like, all right, whatever. This is bogus. And then it would respond like this in this house, and it was so fast. Like it was answering our questions. It was responding, and this is probably the best one. The no was probably my favorite.
Cat ball is cool. That's crazy. Yeah, like their cat balls are interesting, and how they work. They basically are like they got little hexagons on them, and you can kind of balance them almost. And whenever they move like at all, it lights up. So it's kind of just like another motion detector, but they're neat because we have 4 of them, and you can kind of just set them up all over. And
The one on the stairs went off too.
yeah, but anytime that was only because it was when I dropped the EMF meter.
Oh,
Yeah, because the EMF meter hit the ground and it caused it to move.
oh yeah, because we redid it afterwards. I forgot about that.
But I do like the cat balls. Oh, I'm trying to see.
I would
what
like
else?
to use them some more. Obviously, this was the first place that we used them at, and they serve their purpose. So
This bang in the basement. We were all downstairs, and I won't forget this because it was so loud. It literally sounded like something fell over. I initially thought it was one of the cat balls got like pushed off of something or like rolled off of something, but they were all still in their spots. And what's really weird is our static cam shut off. So we had a static cam set up in the kitchen.
which is where most of the activity was happening.
Yeah, because every time we heard something, it was always from the kitchen. It was either like the cabinets or like the metal clinking from the little spoons.
Yep.
And so we had it set up there, and I matched up the static cam and my camera's footage perfectly. And I kid you not, not a second before we hear the sound upstairs, the static cam shut off, and it had a half battery still.
And what's also crazy is, so the static cam shuts off at 29 minutes. And at this point, I told him, because obviously it's a 2-man team here, but I told him before we went down there, I was like, reset the camera because we don't know how long we're going to be downstairs.
Yep.
And he goes over, you watch him go over, reset the camera, everything's good. We head downstairs, and it, shuts off at like 6 minutes?
6 minutes and 45 seconds exactly.
And it was right as that. And nothing changed. Nothing in the house, to my knowledge.
This must be like the original foundation.
Well, this looks like brand new wood.
Yeah, it looks like they actually.
They redid the foundation on this for sure.
No, it was like right here. Because Austin asks if Ada got taken. We had thought this little girl spirit. We ended up finding out her name was Ada through the spirit talker. At least so we think.
Ada, Gary,
and something else. I can't remember. David, I think. But we had made the assumption that the little girl would come out and talk to us, and then whatever this other spirit, whether it be the old hag or Gary or whatever else name was coming through, would take her and like pull her either into the room or another basement, because she would come out, be extremely talkative. It would be like, I'm 7 years old, my name is Ada, I'm a little girl, or the little girl likes you, and then nothing. Everything would just go silent.
With Rachel, when she went in there to go play, it was like, can you play with me, or like, let's play.
Yeah, and I couldn't add it because it was on your camera that captured it. It sucks.
Like I said, my camera, it had good evidence.
I think this is when Austin asks if Ada's down
Yeah,
to meet us.
Is somebody down here with us?
Monster. I do remember that.
Monster.
Is there somebody in here with us? Can you walk above us?
Is this where you took Ada? Is she down here? Definitely.
Yep.
Whoa, that was crazy.
That was really quick.
That was such a fast response.
Where is she? Ada, are you here with us?
What was that?
What
Yeah.
was that?
That loud, like, whoop, I don't know what it is.
So the thing is at this time, which you didn't keep it in the video, but, and I don't blame you, but, so again, when I told you about the video at Crybaby Bridge with the light turning off, my light turned off and was drained battery.
I think your light was just dying at this point, because this was pretty late in the day, and like that
But
light.
your battery was already half full. You're gonna tell me that my battery's gonna die?
I don't know. Maybe it was messing with that. 'Cause we were close to the end of the investigation at this point. It's almost like two something in the morning right now, and like you were using that light all night, so it could have just been dying.
I don't know. I just don't understand why it's always my light. Like, why can't it be your light?
That was upstairs.
That was upstairs.
And this is,
What's really strange
I
about
pointed out
this
right
is
here.
that we had a static cam set up upstairs before this noise happened, but for some reason the static cam shut off on its own.
Where is she? Ada, are you here with us?
it was not a second before that noise. That made me so angry.
Yeah, no.
Because like that noise came from directly above us in the kitchen where that camera was, and for it to shut off right before it happened, that made me so angry.
I was so happy too. I was like, oh, the static camera caught
know.
that. I was like, we got that. And I walk upstairs, and I'm with Rachel as we're walking upstairs because like we didn't want to stay in the basement anymore. And we start walking upstairs to like try and look around and see what fell. And I walked back through the kitchen because I didn't look at the camera right away, which I guess I should have. But I turned around and went to go walk back downstairs where they were. And you can hear me yell in the video. I was like, the camera's off, you know. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I thought you like restarted this. He's like, I did. And we went back and it was full battery. Just
Yeah. The camera turning off is crazy. Yeah, I mean I don't understand it. It's almost like
I want to go back to this place. More than
we will
anything.
definitely go back and make a part 2 of this in a couple weeks for sure.
This was probably my favorite place that we've for sure done.
It's just kind of far. It's like 2 hours out, 2.5 maybe.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, and it's cheap too. It's not like it's expensive. It's like $110 to rent the whole place.
Yeah, and there's 8 beds.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, there's 8 beds. So, I mean, but 4 people did feel like it was a little much. Like I just felt like there was a lot going on.
It was very claustrophobic.
Yeah, because we'd
a very
all stay
small
in one
house.
room because like everybody kind of wanted to stay together.
Well, it said don't go alone.
Yeah.
Like on one of the times, it was like be aware of darkness or be afraid of darkness, and it said don't go alone. And at that point, me and Rachel were like, "Yep, no matter where anybody goes, like, we're not leaving each other." So that's why every time like either me and Rachel move or me and TJ move, Austin moves, one of us is with each other at all times in case something like this happens. So. It was just a safety precaution on all ends.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then this is, I think at the end is when
You
it started
cannot
getting
talk to us. We do not want to
dark.
talk to you.
Yep.
disappointed.
Disappointed. That's kind of crazy. I'm here to.
This is
Literally-
the back-to-back voices.
Yeah, because it was 2 different apps talking basically to each other. It was Spirit Talker and Necrometer.
Yep.
And they were bouncing off of each other. And I had literally just said, like, we don't want to talk into any negative spirits. You know, you guys aren't allowed to harm us. You're not allowed to influence us. And the app goes, disappointed. Spirit Talker goes, disappointed. And the Necrometer goes, I'm just trying to warn you. And I was like, that was kind of freaky.
Warn you.
And that was back to back right after you?
Right after I said that,
Who's here to warn us?
I said, you can't come talk to us. Disappointed. I'm here to warn you.
Yeah.
Do you have a name?
This is where it says Gary, I think, right?
Yep.
Warn us how.
Gary.
Gary. Do you have a name?
He was so
Austin
proud.
was like, what?
Gary,
was
why
funny.
are you here to warn us? If Gary's really your name.
This whole part, like this whole
Again, if this is a negative
made
spirit,
Rachel
we do not want to
uncomfortable.
talk to you. We do
It
not
made
want to
you
communicate with
uncomfortable,
you.
but
You
that's
are
the thing,
not
though. I
allowed
was
to harm
casually
us in any
just
way.
watching the door, just making sure I wasn't gonna miss a face
We
or
have-
something.
Yeah. And for it to say that, like, again, I said, you're not allowed to harm us if you're a negative spirit, and it goes, we have power.
Yeah, it just there's so many things. Like at this point, it was 2 a.m. It was getting closer to 3, which we 100% believe in the whole ghosts have a weaker field at 3 a.m. And almost picture it as like a door. It's much thinner at 3 a.m. than it would be at a normal time.
Well, and that's why I think that little girl spirit was actually a demon. Like,
I mean, it's possible we were giving it power.
Because the house was built in the 1830s. It was around, and it's got its fame from the Civil War in the 1860s, because it used to help soldiers, and there was literally Civil War battles right in its front yard. But
Yeah.
and that's where it got most of its claim to being haunted. But with it being from the 1830s, we don't know who stays there. We don't know who rents it. We don't know what they do when they rent it.
What
there could
they
be,
play with.
Yeah, people could be playing with Ouija boards in the basements or performing some kind of weird rituals. You don't know what people do when they rent these places.
Opening doors when they're not supposed
Yeah,
to.
opening doors to places. Yeah, you don't want to. So for that, that kind of also like leads into why I think earlier in the video I asked, why is there a little girl spirit here?
I think it's easy enough to chalk it up to say it wasn't a
Because
little girl.
it makes zero sense as to why there would be a little girl spirit there, except for if it was a demon trying to pretend to be a little girl to talk
which
to people.
is known for what they do.
Yeah, it's exactly what they do. They always portray a little kid, like a little boy or a little girl, to get you to trust them, to talk to them, to let them in, and then
But my thing is obviously this isn't just a normal spirit. A normal spirit doesn't have this much power to mess with this much equipment. We had something downstairs with us. We had something upstairs with us. We had something messing with the equipment in the static room. Me and Austin heard cupboards slamming.
Yeah.
We heard
the
there were
EMF reader
things-
going to 5, just generating that much of an electromagnetic field is crazy.
in general, like we've gotten 3s, we've gotten 2s, and that's fine. But to be in a house with 0 electronics, anything, and everything was battery powered, to produce a level 5 on the floor, no.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm just lucky we all got out of there without being like scratched, touched,
Honestly,
punched.
at the end, I was trying to get you out of the house.
I did get punched, or I got touched. Remember,
You got
it
touched.
grabbed
It
my
grabbed your-
hand.
it grabbed your
I
wrist.
freaked out because like, where was that?
It was right here.
It was
It
right here.
was-
Yeah, because as soon as it said we have power, that's right.
And then it
and
touched
then
you.
it grabbed my arm.
Power.
Right here.
I think we should leave.
This is getting bad. This is slowly getting out of hand. Something's touching me. Something's touching me. Something's touching me.
I literally felt like something had like my arm was sitting there on my side, and it just felt like something grabbed its hand and started to go like this around my arm.
Did you feel it when you started walking closer to me?
No. When as soon as I left the corner, it was like it let go. It was very weird.
What if it was getting ready to drive in the basement?
Something just touched my arm.
I explained it,
100%.
right?
It came up underneath my arm, and it was like slowly just wrapping its hand around my arm. Dude. True.
That was
I think we
crazy.
need to leave.
The spirit
gonna
box
just- I'm just gonna-
saying
it's,
true.
It's Rachel, instantly, man. She was good the entire night, and that ending, like even after the possession, like she was like, "Oh, let's leave. I'm ready to go home."
Yeah.
And after that happened, she was dead set. I kid you not. I could see terror on her face. She was dead set, ready to leave. Like
Yeah.
she's like, "We need to go. We need to leave
Again,
right now."
Rachel is an empath.
An empath.
Whether,
She
whether
feels
like
energy.
yeah, whether she wants to admit it or not, she can feel it. Like
I say I think we need to leave.
nope.
I'm gonna.
Just sit down. You want to take my spot?
This
No,
place
I
is
actually
definitely
don't. I want to
crazy.
take.
Why did you just try to touch me?
Gary, was that you or was that the girl?
And then you have
hair on
Austin.
the back of my
just-
neck is
he's
just
like, "I want to be
raised.
touched. Like, let
He's
me
back at that
touch me."
spot. Are you gonna do it again?
Austin was so hyped. He was like, I want it to like
okay.
grab my arm. Like
You didn't scare me. You just startled me.
Gary, are you?
that's important. A lot of people don't know that. You cannot show fear, especially in the presence of a demon. Because the second you show fear, they feed off of that, they get more powerful, and they have more ability to harm you.
You know, I didn't even think about it. Remember at the Kent Manor when I said I had a nightmare about some spider tar thing?
Yeah.
I never had anything about this place.
Yeah.
Is it here?
I don't know.
It might have not had time to like, do anything, you know?
We also didn't sleep there.
What's crazy is like all these noises. Like this is we're in the middle of nowhere. Beware.
Beware of what? Beware of
Things
outside?
like this.
At this point, I was so numb.
Yes, it's me.
Yeah.
Are you the little girl that everybody...
I'm standing among you.
I'm standing among
Yeah,
you.
that was crazy too.
Yep.
Are you the little
Right
girl?
as he started talking, because he asked, "Are you the little girl?"
And it says, I'm
And
standing
then,
among
yeah,
you.
I'm
Are
standing.
you the
among
one standing among us?
Okay.
I actually cut a little bit of this out when we were trying to keep the humor up a little bit, kind of to keep us all sane. And when Austin said, "Are you standing among us?" everybody got quiet, and then Austin kind of like looked, and he was like, "Among us."
Didn't he go like, he's like, because it said suspect.
Yeah,
He was
'cause
like,
the-
dee, dee, dee,
The
dee.
app said suspect, and he's like, "They're sus, bro." I should have kept it in, and I
Kids.
did it.
Kids.
It said kids. You just asked if it was a little girl standing among us. It said
A
kids.
little behind the scenes for you.
You can play with this ball. It'll light up if you move it. Once it stops lighting up, you just gotta move it. It'll light up again.
There's 3 of us.
There's 3 of us.
So that was
like,
the first time.
So we know
that
there's the
got
kid.
three of us. We got
That it said that earlier.
yeah.
There's probably Gary and one other. Who's the third?
Gary.
Who's the third? Do they have a name?
Yeah, and then that's when we decided to leave because it just got quiet. Like nobody.
See, that's where I wish I had my camera because at that moment we put the EMF reader out on the ground next to the ball.
Yep, but
And
it was
that's
under your
when
camera.
that's when we got the level 5 on the EMF reader. But my camera, for some reason, the entire time it was recording in slow-mo and it wouldn't record voices, nothing. Like it just the entire time was just slow motion. And we got back after our trip and tried to edit it and it sucked. It really did. It sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it is what it is now.
Yeah, I mean, we still were able to salvage one video, so I mean, I'm not mad about it. We did go to Manassas Battlefield,
That was
and
cool.
that was fun. But majority of all the good footage of that
Was
was
on
on
my
your
camera.
camera.
Which it said Rose. I kid you not.
So,
I
yeah, you
actually
took a
have the
screenshot
screenshot of it because we were sitting there doing the investigation, and I couldn't even believe it. But I'm gonna try and show you this. See if you can see.
I don't know. I don't think they can see. Yeah, you can't see it.
So that top one says, "My name is Rose,"
Yeah.
and we were sitting there. We were on a bench, and I was talking to Rachel. He just got done saying my name, and it was like,
Yeah.
"My name is Rose," and I looked at him so fast. I was like, "It just said my name," and he's like, "It did not." I was like, "It did," but it was all on my camera.
Yep. And the camera was basically
So-
the footage was useless. So we gotta go back to Manassas. I mean, that was cool, standing right where the Civil War was happening. But
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we need to have, I guess not so much like we need to have jurisdiction.
we kept smelling smoke.
We heard like guns like
You-
cocking back.
yeah, you
heard
did.
it too.
I did hear it once.
You heard
it
it
was
once.
like the old flintlock, wherever it was like.
Cause I heard it. So we were walking out, like we were getting ready to leave, and we stopped
wish
at
we
the
still had that
spot.
footage.
I really do. But we stopped at where they had the cannons when they were actually shooting across the way. And I was walking behind Austin, and I had the camera pointed towards him, and I kid you not, sounded like a flint just. And I turned around so fast, and they're all looking at me. And they're like, "What? Like, what'd you hear?" I was like, "It sounded like a gun just cocked." I was like, I was like, no one else heard that. And then we sat and did the investigation there, and then you heard it. So that was super cool. But like he said, we just.
All right. Well, it's an hour and a half. Not a bad stream. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for
thank you.
staying, Cody and Clinton. You know that you guys were huge, the 2 viewers the whole time. So definitely appreciate that. But we plan on doing live streams more often, like probably
For sure.
once a week. I think now that we have all of this set up and everything's good to go, yeah, we'll probably be jumping on here at least for an hour to 2, maybe once a week. So, but other than that, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this thing. So
Well, good night to our viewers that are still here,
Yeah.
and future good night for our other viewer.
yeah, if we keep this video up on the channel, I don't know if we're going to or not. But yeah, good night, everybody. So again, thanks for coming by.
Thanks.